Hey, what's up, everyone? How are you doing today? I wanted to get on and say Happy New Year, Happy 2025. I can't believe 2025 is finally here. With 2024, it felt like it was dragging for a while and then also was just a giant blur. I don't know what happened with 2024. It just came and went, but I'm so excited for 2025. Every year, what I like to do is I like to set New Year's resolutions. It's just a way for me to be able to work on myself, setting goals for things that I want to accomplish for the year. It just helps me build more of my character. And the past couple of years, what I have done is I've written them out and I've made videos on them. But when I make them, I've been using Sharpies to design my New Year's resolutions. And I like the colors. I like that I made it colorful. But at the same time, it wasn't something that I really enjoyed looking at because I'm not the most artistic person when it comes to Sharpies. So this year, I want to try something a little different. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Microsoft Word to design my New Year's resolutions list. This is just going to make it look a lot more clean and something that I want to look at every day because that's the point of it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I am still wearing glasses. I've tried to angle so you don't see much of a glare, but here is what we've got in Microsoft Word right now. I've chosen this border. I like it. Looks clean. It looks nice. And this is also what I like about trying it in Word this year is that I can choose any of these fonts and it won't be my handwriting. It's really hard for me to try to be artistic with my handwriting. So I like the idea of knowing that I have all of these different choices and I can change it up. It's going to be easy for me to pick a font size, so on and so forth. And I don't have to worry about measuring the spaces. Microsoft Word is going to figure that out for me because I am really, really bad in trying to calculate and try to make something center. But all right, let's go ahead and get started. 2025, New Year's. Is it supposed to be apostrophe S? I'm going to make it apostrophe S. Resolutions. I think that font size is going to be good. I think it also will depend on what I choose. I want it all to fit on one row, just like this. We'll see what font speaks to me. You know, I never realized how many of these fonts all start to look the same. It's very difficult to see any key differences. I like Century. I think 28's a good font. Yeah. Something else that I want to do this year is put a quote on my resolutions. There's a quote that motivates me whenever I'm trying to make changes in my life, and it's supposedly by Henry Ford, but the quote is, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. So if you keep doing what you normally do, you're just going to get the same result. You're going to be the same person. You're going to do the same thing over and over again. And that's the whole point of New Year's resolutions or resolutions in general, is to be different, to do things differently. So I'm going to put this on my resolutions to remind me that that is not what we're doing. Can I remove this space? Let's see. I want it all to fit on one line. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with this. What if I just yeah, that might be the way to do it. We're doing Century. We are. I don't hate that. I like that. Let's get into these resolutions. Can I center? Yeah. I want a different style. Give me a different style. Ooh, I didn't know you could do this. Nothing resonates with me. Your symbol. Look at all this. I had no idea you could do all of this. I kind of wanted a star, but I don't see a star. I did see a diamond. There's this, but I thought I saw one that was clear. Maybe doing the diamond, though, would be more visible. Yeah. So the first resolution that I want to do is practice Spanish every day. When I was a kid, I went to a school for about 6 years where Spanish was just part of the curriculum, and I didn't learn it fluently. We had a lot of the times, like, we would go over some of the same topics for a while, just to be a refresher, and then eventually learn some new stuff. And then in high school, I took it just to be able to refresh myself again and learn more, which I did. And I had the opportunity to go into Spanish 3 and 4 and start regularly speaking Spanish. And for some reason I said, no, I'm going to learn it on my own time. That never happened. now I'm an adult and I work in a field where being bilingual, especially with Spanish, is a really, really beneficial thing. I've come to a point in my life where I'd like to learn multiple languages and be able to speak more than just English. And I'd like to finish learning Spanish and be able to say that I'm bilingual and be able to speak both languages. Or the next resolution that I want to achieve is finish reading the Old Testament. This past year, I've become a lot closer in my faith in Christianity. There's just a huge turn that happened in my life, and something that I've been doing or trying to do every day and been pretty consistent is read a page of the Bible. And I started in the Old Testament. Well, what I'd like to do is be able to get to the New Testament by the end of this year. So I'm going to put it on my resolution so that when I hit it, I can cross it off. I've noticed that while being closer in Christianity and closer with God, that there have been a lot of significant changes within me as a person and through my life that have been very, very beneficial, not only just for me, but the people around me. And I've thought about making a video and how my life and how myself I've changed. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments as well. This next one is very, very ambitious for me. And I say that very honestly. And that is to run a 5K. Those that know me know that I'm not a runner. I have joked and said that I run for two things, my life and pizza. And I've tried having, I just realized I missed a K. I've tried to have this as a New Year's resolution a couple of times. And this year, I just feel it's different. Like I want to get this done. I want to run a 5K. I want to say that I've ran a 5K. I want to challenge myself. And so I have a Garmin watch, and within the Garmin Connect app, you can actually partner with a virtual coach. They're real coaches, but they have helped or teamed up with Garmin to have running programs. And so I got someone that's really good when it comes to new runners, which is what I really like to say that I am, because I am not an expert in running at all. So I've been following his program for the past week, and so I'm going to utilize that to be able to sign up for a 5K maybe in March or April. I really don't want to run in the cold. Otherwise, I know in the summertime there's going to be other runs to do, but I'd really like to be able to be part of that. The other thing that I want to do is be more productive with my time. I am someone that has really fallen into the habit of just watching YouTube shorts for hours. And I mean hours at one time. And I've realized that I've lost a lot of time while doing that. I've also been someone that will sit and watch YouTube videos and not do anything else, where I could easily be doing something else, or just work on a task and not have another task that I should be doing work in the background. So that's something that I want to work on, is keeping myself in check, saying, you need to get off watching YouTube shorts. And also, you're watching this right now, but you could also be doing X, Y, and Z. The next resolution that I have for myself is to keep my space neat and tidy. I'm someone, whether it's cooking or I'm utilizing my bathroom vanity or even clothes, that I have everything all spread out. My joke is, I like to say that I think in 3D, but my problem afterwards is I'm not the very best with picking up after myself. I'm not a dirty person, but just like picking up clothes off the floor and hanging them, or if I say I'm not going to wear this jacket, I'm going to switch it out for a different one. Instead of laying it on the bed, I'm going to grab a hanger and I'm going to hang it in the closet immediately, so it's not just lingering around. My next resolution that I have for myself is to be more social. With the old position that I had in my job, I grew into a very bad habit of just kind of keeping to myself, because it was a position where it was easy to do, where I had my own tasks, I had my own projects, and I could just focus in my cubicle and just work and just focus on what I need to get done. But in that, it really pulled me away from connecting and socializing with people. And something that I had resolution-wise last year was to make more friends, or make new friends, because I'm someone that has been pretty lonely for the past few years. And I realized, like, I can't make friends if I myself am not making the effort to get to know people as they're trying to get to know me. Like, you can't have a friend if you don't talk to people regularly. So that's something that I strive to do this year. I've somehow gone into the habit where if you text me, I won't respond for like hours or days, which is not effective at all. Something that I'm striving to do now is be more mindful of the time frame of when I get text messages and be able to respond to people and have those conversations and genuinely get to know people again, because I guess you can blame it on COVID. Can we still blame things on COVID? Can we still blame things in 2020 of all of that? That my social skills have really just gone downhill, and then within that position that I had recently and have changed out of, that really solidified some bad habits that I'm ready to get rid of. My next resolution that I have is to take more photos. You know, there was a trend time-lapse wise where people were collecting their photos, making the collage and doing the fast speed of ending the year. And I realized that if I were to do that myself, I don't really have anything to document what I did during that year. And so I really want to focus on being able to document things that I've done throughout the year and to be able to remember more of those years, because I'm starting to get to that frame in my life where I am doing more exciting things because I'm putting myself out there, but I don't have photos to show and to hold memory of those things. And I want to work on doing that more. The next resolution I have is to spend more time with my family. This past year, I've been really busy with work, and also we have spent a lot of time with my husband's family, which they are also my family. I married into the family. I love the family. We spent a lot of time with them because they are out of state, just to be able to have more of that quality time. And I myself have not done the best job in balancing being able to spend time with my in-law side of the family and then also my own side of the family. I've moved to an area where I have my family that I've grown up with that's really close around me, and that was the whole point, was to be closer to both our sides of the family. And we've spent a lot of time with my husband's family where we've made great memories, and we spent really quality time with them, and it was enjoyed every second of the time that we were there. But I haven't made the same effort to do that with my own family, with my side, and so that's something that I really want to do. Also, when it comes to keep my space neat and tidy, I may or may not have some stuff behind me that is tucked away that I need to go ahead and clean. Listen, we're working on it, okay? Actually, I did my makeup today and I put it all away before filming. Once I was done, I put it all away. It's progress, okay? Baby steps. The next resolution I have is to learn more. Is it recipes? Is that how you spell recipes? Yeah, these past few months I've really enjoyed like expanding out with different food and just coming up with different things to cook in our household. For a while it was just like the same basic foods, and we're to a point now where we can actually venture out a little bit more, and I'm able to experiment a little more in cooking, and I'm really excited to do that. And so I want to add on here to learn more recipes to add to our meals, because we do a lot of meal prep. Some of our meals were so simple was because it was just quick, easy meal prep. But now I'm ready to add some different things into the mix. For instance, I would love. I'm celiac, so I do a lot of gluten-free meals. I would love to figure out how to make a really good, light, fluffy, gluten-free crust. I think I can figure it out. The last resolution I have is to be debt-free. Let's be honest, being in debt can be stressful, and we in our household have done a really good job of paying off a lot of our debts, and we just have a little bit more to go before we're debt free, and I'm so excited about it. I'm to a point now with 2025, I'm ready to take life by the horns and let God do what he needs to do and just follow along with him, because I know something this year for me is gonna happen. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix the spacing on this just to kind of fill up the page a little more, because these are all the ones that I want. I guess I could also up the font. I do 2.5, is that good? Yeah. Look at that. Should I underline them? It's gonna look weird if I underline them and not the quote though. I don't think I like them underlined. Yeah, I think that's good. I think this looks really good. Let me go ahead and zoom out as well so you can see it. I wish I knew why it would auto-generate a second page even though everything is on here. If you know why, please let me know. Another resolution I had was spend 10 hours a week on YouTube/Rumble content. Yeah, I don't think that one has a lot more for me to add. I've said so many times that I wanted to make content and I ended up, quote unquote, not having time. But I've realized with my new position at work, after working 10 hours a day, because I signed up to do 5 10s when it came to overtime. I worked 50 hours a week that, no, I do have an extra 2 hours a day to put towards working on something. That is something that I noticed that, oh, I could be doing an additional 2 hours just working on content. Whether it's I film on a day off and then I edit for 2 hours every day for 5 days to be able to roll out content. So that was just a light bulb moment for me, and I want to start working on that. Hence why I'm also filming this, and it allows me to try to figure out ways to be more creative with making content. Like this year, I'm making my New Year's resolutions with Word. I'm using my camera that I would stream on Twitch to make this video, and that's how I've been making a lot of my videos. It's just using my Twitch setup. But now I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I use my other camera? How can I implement that to give better quality videos so I can do zooms and fun cuts and edits? Because if I do so with what I know from this camera, the focus isn't as good. There are things that I'm learning in other areas, and I'm really excited about it. That was just an eye-opener for me to realize, like, I could be doing more. I just never realized that I could be doing more. Now I'm gonna put it on my resolutions to make sure I know that, yes, girl, you could be doing more. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I know there's a ton of other content creators that you could be watching, and knowing that you're clicking on my videos, it means a lot to me. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like or a thumbs up. Or if you like me, my personality, or the content in general, go ahead and follow or subscribe to the channel. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and 1,000 followers on Rumble. If you don't know, I do post these videos on YouTube and Rumble, so it's the same ones, but just a matter of where you prefer to get your content. Anyways, thank you all so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, week, whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks again, and Happy New Year!